Hello and welcome to this video. This is a video that the title may have already told you. I'm gonna talk about how you can look expensive on a budget. Now, this is a topic that I know a lot of people have talked about online and offline. To me, I'll tell you where this idea came up. In one of my previous vlogs, I think it was the one where I was celebrating my friend's birthday. In it, I showed you guys a top and a pair of pants, and while I was watching my footage later in edit, I said something to the effect of how so many people go extra when they're like really stepping out, even for casual things. And I thought to myself while watching that you know what, it's true. So many people like to look, I don't want to call it extra because that makes it sound like a bad thing in some contexts, just look really good all the time. Like it looks like their outfits are so well thought out and that there's so much effort. Whereas I'm someone who, depending on my mood, I will genuinely put an effort into a look, or I will just be like, listen, I don't have the bandwidth and energy. However, one of the things that did cross my mind when I was thinking about this was I want to be able to enable you to make it look like your outfit costs a lot more than it probably does, or just basically look a lot more bougie in a lot less money. I want to quickly clarify one thing over here. I have shopped all my college life from Hill Road and Colaba Causeway. I have one luxury bag. I would save pocket money and do my own shopping. That is literally how I have lived since college, not because my parents wouldn't give me extra money, but because I was just someone who wanted to learn to save and manage my own monies. So if you have a lesser pocket money or a lesser budget to groom yourselves, do not feel bad about it. More power to you for being able to prioritize things right and optimize your money to the most, right? For me, what I want to do with you in today's video is just give you little tips and tricks about personal grooming, fashion, style, beauty that have really gone a long way in helping me get my look right. And for me, that can mean different things on different days, and I hope that I'm able to just share some of my experience with you. So let me not make this intro any longer and let's just dive right into it. As I'm starting this video and checking the frame, I realized that the dress I'm literally wearing is from Shein. It's a really old dress that I picked up from Shein. It's actually backless and everything, which you can't see right now, but you will see this in an upcoming video during Vlogmas as well. Okay, so maybe we should start off with something a little bit outfit related since I just mentioned this. Tip number one, and the main tip I can give you about your wardrobe to make it look more bougie and more stylish and more expensive, as we're going to call it in this video, is to make sure your clothes fit you right. Your clothes could be from Colaba, they could be from Hill Road, they could be from Sarojini Nagar. Oh my god, I had so much fun shopping in Sarojini Nagar that one time. I really went all out over there. But make sure that they fit you really well. What I mean by this is that, of course, I know so many times we have different body types and different things fit us differently. An M might fit you really well on the chest but then goes too loose on the waist. Don't be afraid to get your clothes ready and then take them to a tailor nearby and have them fitted. So for example, if like for me in my case, when I buy dresses that are meant to be, you know, straight cut, I feel like they fit my chest really well or they fit my hips really well, and then in the middle it'll either be loose or, you know, tight. So what I like to do in those cases is go one size up, take it to the tailor and make sure I get it fitted the way I like. I think well-fitted clothes are superbly like underestimated. When you look at someone and you see something that fits them to the T, it's easy to assume they have that custom made. It's probably something they picked up ready, but they just made sure they got it fitted really nicely to suit their body type. Another thing that I want to mention when it comes to clothes is don't be afraid. Like, so this is something that my friends and my girlfriends and I used to do in college especially. Don't be afraid to like share wardrobes with your best friends, or if you have sisters, then my god, lottery. Share things amongst yourselves, make the most of what each other, like you guys have amongst yourselves. I feel like if you really go ahead and optimize each other's wardrobes as well, you can mix and match and style things up without breaking the bank. And the reason I specifically say without breaking the bank is, of course, it's really cool and great to be able to shop just as and when you want and how much ever you want. But if you are working on, you know, looking fashionable and stylish and well groomed on a budget, these are the few things that will work in your favor. Don't be afraid to initiate a conversation and say, hey, you know what, I've noticed you shop on a budget and I shop on a budget. How about every once in a while we get together in each of our homes and trade clothes for a while? Things like that can really be a lot of fun to do. And again, just make sure that you're doing this with someone who is around your body type, so the fit stays as a continuous tip that I'm going to give you even across this. Another tip I want to give you, sticking to the fashion zone, is looking into accessories. I have to tell you that when I'm lazy and I skip my accessories, I'm like, oh, I'm lazy. And then the minute I look at myself in the mirror, or I look at a picture of mine that I clicked, like an OOTD if I clicked and I'm not wearing any accessories, I instantly regret not adding those accessories on me. So it could be just a pair of earrings, literally, that's it. But it just adds that personality to your outfit, and it gives dimension to the way, to the way an outfit can look. This simple black dress just by itself is really cute too, but the minute the earrings get added on, I feel like it adds so much more to, to the outfit. And I genuinely think that accessories do that. I have been a sucker for jewelry all my life. You guys know I love it. It's funny that I'm saying this and I'm realizing while I'm saying it that I'm not wearing my rings today for a change, because I applied hand cream some time ago, but I'm a sucker for whether it's my ring or whether it's my Cartier cuff that you guys ask me about all the time. It's just these little things that go a long way in putting like an entire personality to the look. You have a lot of personality. I know each and every one of you out there knows their mind and knows their personality type and all of that, but I feel like when you look at an outfit from far, you want to be able to be like, oh, that is something that is so classy. Clothes can do that, but clothes can do that so much more when they have the right accessories along with it to really amp up the way the look is. I want to touch upon the beauty zone just a touch over here. I know that people don't necessarily have the time, especially if you're not a creator, you don't work in beauty, you don't work in media. If you have a normal non-beauty related job, you may not have the time to wear a full face of makeup on the regular, and I fully respect that. But I do insist that you just do that one thing before getting out the door, which is apply your moisturizer, apply your SPF. I feel like when you apply your moisturizer and apply your SPF, your skin instantly becomes smooth. It just kind of puts that little sheen on your face or that matte effect on your face, depending on what kind of products you're opting for. Of course, it protects your skin from the sun, which is another very important factor in the larger scheme of things. But if you look at someone's face up close, like I'm someone who has really dry skin, I put in a lot of effort for my skin to look nice, and I feel like that is a sign of being well groomed when you're taking care of yourself. It's great for your mental health. Me time, self-care time is so good for your mental health, but it's also good because you can really look nice and put together in the process of it. Should I just quickly jump back into the fashion thing, because I realized I didn't mention something over there. One of the things that I think looks really bougie when it comes to accessories and outfits is having your outfit in one color and then your accessories matching. It has happened with me so many times over the years that I will wear a one color outfit or a top with jeans, and then I will carry like a tan bag with tan shoes or something like that. So having your accessories all tell a story. While your outfit may be a complementary color or a contrasting color, that's totally fine. I feel is another really nice way of having it all come together in an outfit. Hair, I'm going back into beauty now. Hair is something that I will actually admit I'm guilty of. On some days I feel like I don't know how to give myself the perfect blow dries yet. You give me a tong, you give me a straightener, and I'm here for it. Like, I can style my hair and do my hair and do everything myself, but the minute you give me a blow dryer, which is like basically a regular hair dryer, and give me a paddle brush, I still get lost in it. So I'm not asking you to blow dry your hair. I'm just saying make sure your hair is always well groomed. Even in my purse, you will always find a Live-On spray or a Moroccan oil or a L'Oreal series, something or the other hair serum in my purse. And I feel like if you have frizzy hair like me, this is a point that you might really want to keep. No matter what I do, I have these little bouncy hairs that will come up. So, and this is with hair serum, so you can imagine how they are when I don't put hair serum, right? Remember Monica from Friends?
It's the humidity!
So yeah, if the humidity gets to your hair as much as it gets to my hair, the point that I'm going to give you about trying to look expensive and put together is going to be that you need to make sure you always have that one either heat protectant spray or a serum around you, or while getting ready, or in your purse, whatever works for you. Because if your entire look is really nice but your hair is a complete mess, then it's just not, it doesn't, it breaks down the entire look. And as I'm saying this, if my mother is watching this video, she's gonna say, I tried to tell you this your entire life, because hair was the last thing I started to care about when I was really young, and I loved clothes and I grew to love makeup, and I never gave a crap about my hair because I always took my hair for granted. I colored it pink when I was 15 years old, and I did 10,000 other things to it, with the recent one being my hair accident that happened in Jan last year when I was trying to go platinum blonde, and the hairstylist, who was a senior trainer, burnt my hair, and literally half my hair fell to the floor. 2/3 of my hair fell to the floor. I'll leave the link to that Instagram over here, like down below in the description if you don't know about it. But I feel like my hair's grown, but right now I'm wearing extensions. One second, I should tell you that this is not my fully natural hair. My hair is natural till here, and after I had my hair accident, I got extensions done. Literally this morning I went and got my extensions washed, and they're clip-on, so I can take it out and put it back in anytime I want to. They're not those integrated type ones, but I feel like having your hair done nicely is such a good sign of someone who's well groomed. Like, you could be in a plain t-shirt and tracks or jeans, and if your hair looks nice, and if you can really look put together with your hair being in place. Since I'm talking about beauty, I feel like one of the things that I cannot not mention is fragrances. I have loved perfumes and fragrances all my life, and I think I may have mentioned it either on my Instagram or here on YouTube. I kind of get this from my father. My dad, I grew up looking at my dad having a separate cupboard. It was literally a whole section in his room just for his fragrances, and I love fragrances. I think that's because of him. I always saw him buying new perfumes. I always saw him testing new perfumes out. I always saw him, I always just experienced him smelling so nice. There was never, like, body odor was taken very seriously in our household. Nobody ever had body odor, because the minute you got out of the shower, you used a deo, and when you were getting out, you used a perfume. And I'm someone who actually has like a mini perfume or a tester perfume or whatever you'd like to call it. I literally have 1 or 2 of them in my purse always. If I'm carrying one of those smaller bags, then it'll just be 1, but if I'm carrying like a tote bag, there will be at least 2 testers in there. There is always a perfume near my door. If you've seen that white shoe cupboard near the door, I have a tray of things over there amongst hand sanitizers and surface disinfectants. There's always a body mist and a perfume kept over there, apart from which, of course, I think I've done like a whole perfume collection video for you here on this channel. I will leave a link to it in the eye and down below. Make sure you go watch that after this video, not now. Open it and keep it. But I feel like for me, perfumes have always been something that take me back to a memory, or take me back to a song, or take me back to a place. And body odor is something that I just don't like. So I feel like I always want to be that person that's smelling nice. When you walk into a room, I feel like people should notice your fragrance. You should always smell nice. This is actually a really great time for me to tell you about a really cool new launch that's happened. You have seen me use and talk about the Carmesi products on this channel and otherwise as well. And because I'm talking about fragrances and things that smell nice, I feel like I should tell you about the new launch of Carmesi's Natural Deodrant Roll-ons, and I have 2 of them over here. Are made of 95% natural ingredients. They last up to 8 hours, and I think what's really cool is that they have absolutely no aluminium and no alcohol, which are otherwise really commonly found in these synthetic roll-ons. I have 2 fragrances over here with me, but they do have a third as well. I have Sweet Summer one over here, which is a beautiful vanilla and coconut blend. It smells really nice, and I'm actually wearing it right now. Then you have Floral Sunset over here, which is a sweet floral vibe. If you like that feminine energy, this one is the one for you. I'm waiting for the third one to reach me. I've ordered it, and I'm really looking forward to try it. It's called the Citrus Sea, and that one is a little bit lemony, orangey, very fresh, zest, zingy, and that's the kind of vibe that I would love to wear in the day. So I'm really looking forward to trying that one as well. I feel like if I had to pick a favorite right now, it would definitely be this Sweet Summer one. The vanilla coconut blend is really unique. I feel like it's really innovative. I don't have anything in my collection that blends vanilla and coconut together. So it is something that I'm kind of inclined towards saying that if you do try one of them out, make sure it's this one, because I'm currently loving it. I know I don't really need to tell you how to wear a deo. We've all worn deos and you know how it works. You open it up, use the roller side, and just apply it on your skin directly. I like to use a deo right after I take a shower, and I like to apply it around my pulse points, my wrist, my neck, and of course my underarms as well, just because I know I can get sweaty over there, and this will help prevent any kind of body odor completely. I feel like this kind of goes without saying, but I want to just put it out there in case your skin is really sensitive or you're going through some kind of skin treatment, or if you're pregnant, please talk to your doctor, or in fact even do a patch test if they say it's okay for you to do that before you really go in and use any new product. So yeah, that's a fun, exciting launch I wanted to tell you about. You know that body odor is something that's completely off-putting and in complete contradiction to feeling or looking or radiating bouginess. I specifically want to say that even though we're heading towards winters, I mean, here in Bombay, we don't really have like winters. It's just lesser summer, let's call it that. No matter whether you're sweating a lot or sweating a little, to make sure you keep smelling nice, something like having a roll-on deo is really, really cool. Of course, bonus points for the fact that these guys have made it out of 95% natural ingredients. Another really cool call out I want to do over here is that since Carmesi is completing 4 years, they have an up to 40% off going on right now. And if you want to get an additional 10% off on top of that, use the code Aanam10 on checkout to get that additional discount. I'm going to leave links and codes and everything down below in the description section, so make sure you check that out. Thank you Carmesi for partnering with me for that small portion of today's video. It would be impossible for me to go on with this list and kind of go through it without mentioning makeup, because you know how much I love my makeup and my skincare. But while skincare is super personal and has so much to do with what your skin type is, of course makeup is like that too. I feel like I need to throw in a little bit of makeup tips over here about how to look expensive with your makeup. I'm not gonna ask you to go break the bank and buy a foundation that costs 5,000 rupees. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm talking about looking and feeling bougie on a budget, right? So one of the things I want to tell you is a really cool trend that's been going on for a while is to just kind of keep your makeup minimal. I feel like your skin needs to look like your skin. The minute your skin starts looking cakey, it's not gonna look bougie, it's not gonna look expensive. You want to make sure that even if, let's say for example, you have acne marks and you have blemishes, first of all, just learn to be confident in them. Those are totally normal. A lot of people on Instagram and on even like now apparently even videos have filters, and of course magazines pe to pehle se hi filters hota tha, and effects and photoshopping work hota tha, but I've just recently come to know that people do that on videos also. You want to try and first of all be confident, but because I'm talking about makeup, I want to tell you that even if you have these certain skin conditions that you might have, try and use minimal base product. When I say minimal base product, I'm not asking you to opt for products that don't have coverage. I'm just saying don't lather it on. If you are looking to cover it up step by step, try and use formulas that are a lot more buildable instead of opting for formulas that are just topifying product on your face and not keeping up with that very bougie vibe that we're kind of talking about in today's video. So if at the top of my head I had to mention a couple of formulas that I think would work for you for sheer to buildable coverage, I love L'Oreal's Infallible. I feel like that's a really great formula. Maybelline's Fit Me is another really, really good one. You guys have heard me talking about Lakme's 9 to 5 primer cum foundation also for a while. I absolutely enjoy using those. I do have a makeup recommendations, a very special makeup recommendations video coming up during my Vlogmas series that I just shot for you guys 2 days ago from now, from when I'm filming. So I'm really looking forward to you watching that video, because if you like that video, it's going to land up becoming an annual tradition. I think that's enough of a hint I've given you for what that video might be. But what I'm trying to tell you is wear your makeup, but don't overdo it. Keep it minimal, keep it natural, keep it real. I think that the pandemic has made us all realize that we want our skin to look and feel healthy. So if your base work, your foundation work looks cakey, no matter how good your eye makeup blending is going to be after that, it's just going to that. Another thing I want to tell you about just face grooming and makeup in general, or rather this is more face grooming and not really makeup, is making sure you take care of your facial hair in a way that you are comfortable. So for me, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what I do, and you do not necessarily have to follow the exact same thing, but to me this really helps me keep things well groomed and in check. I like to keep a really close eye on my upper lip hair because that comes up the fastest on my face. My brow hair again is something that I look at really, really closely, and I think that it was in my early or mid 20s that I started taking care of my sideburns. You can see a little bit of growth over here, and I take care of that once a month, sometimes twice a month. Really depends on how I'm feeling about it. These are just little tips I want to give you about how to amp up any look to make it look a lot more expensive. You do not have to break the bank and break your savings and go spend a lot on a lot of these things, but it's the smaller things that really go on to make a huge difference. And I feel like this could be my last point. I feel like it's impossible for me to go on without mentioning this, but having your nails did. Okay, so currently I'm enjoying a really great black French manicure and all of that. You can't even see the lower this. I should keep it like this because my dress ke saath wo merge ho raha hai. But what I mean by having your nails did is, again, I'm not asking you to go and do like gel nails and gel polish and stuff like that. I'm a sucker for gel polish, but you don't have to be, because this is your choice and you have to spend your hard-earned money on it. I don't really, by the way, these are not extensions. Another thing that people tend to ask me in the comments is, how often do you get extensions? I literally have gotten extensions done in my life twice. These are my natural nails. I basically do a coat of gel polish. I do a coat of acrylic overlay, which means on your natural nail they put a coat of acrylic powder which settles down, and then a coat of gel polish. So it may look like extensions, but they are not extensions. The entire thing that you're seeing over here is my natural nail. Coming back to the point, you don't have to go out there and spend like buttloads of money on your nails. I'm just trying to say, don't have chipped nail polish. So if you notice some nail polish is chipped from your finger, take that off and reapply the coat, or just take it all off and apply a fresh polish. It does not have to be something that's really expensive. If you're someone who, like, this has happened to me when I do my nails, and let's say I broke one nail, what I choose to do is just either take that one nail and put one extension so it matches everything, or like I think a lot of us did in the pandemic when my nails were growing out and my gel polish was growing out, I just waited for it to completely grow out and cut the whole thing off at home. Because salons तो बंद थे, हम salons जाके ये नहीं करवा सकते थे, निकलवा नहीं सकते थे. So what I would do is I would take acetone, put it inside, like really put a lot of sorry, not acetone, nail polish remover. Take a lot of nail polish remover or acetone, whatever your preference is. I know that there is a technical difference between the two. You put a lot of it onto a cotton, put that cotton around your finger and leave it with some foil. That's typically what they do at the salon, no, to take off your gel polish and all. तो मैं घर पे बैठे वही कर रही थी, because मुझे सारे के सारे निकालने थे pandemic के time पे. I'm talking about last year का lockdown. Like I'm literally talking about March, April 2020, and I wanted to take it off, so I would just do that and wait, and then with the help of like those nail pushing thingies, what are they called? I'm gonna pop up a picture over here and leave a link down below. I have that, but I don't know what it's called. It's that manicure thingy. Just kind of get off all the products. So just take care of your nails and your hair and your makeup, your skincare, your clothes. These are all like little details that go a really long way. If you have any other questions, or if you have any other tips that you'd like to contribute to this, please tell me what they are down below in the comments. Speaking of comments, this is a great time to do the Wear Fam comment shout out of the day, which goes to Stella Sarkar. Thank you so much for always talking to me in the comments, you guys. You know I'm always reading, liking, hearting and responding to each and every one of you. So keep those conversations going. Send me your video requests. I know that I want to do so many videos for you guys in the time to come, and I'm trying my best to make sure that I prep for Vlogmas. My biggest fear in life right now is, what if halfway through Vlogmas I can't upload daily? Like, what if something happens? So I'm trying my best at my end to try and avoid a situation like that, but please keep your video requests, suggestions coming down below, because I need them and I would like to give you content that you genuinely want to see. Thank you so much for all of your love, all of your support. I will see you in the next video. Check the info box for any details that you might want to know. Come follow me on Instagram, come follow Verified on Instagram, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah.